welcome to the Patricia Joe Grover Show, where we turn believers into achievers. And today, my guest is Roosevelt Morris. And Roosevelt, he's from 133 Approved of Funding, and he's a capital acquisition specialist. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about Roosevelt. Many entrepreneurs and small businesses are in need of capital, and they're rejected by big banks and struggle with the lack of capital and acquiring it to maintain their businesses. Roosevelt Morris is the owner and chief funding officer specialist of 133 Approved Funding, with over 9 years of helping hundreds of small businesses acquire the capital needed to start and grow their businesses by providing them the capital that they need. Roosevelt's going to share three nuggets on how businesses having access to alternative capital helps any business flourish, prosper, where they may otherwise fall through the cracks and close their doors. So welcome to the show, Roosevelt.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Hey,
Roosevelt. Yeah. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is right now, it's timely about what's going on. We're getting ready to finish up 2020. And so many people have had this nightmare continuing on, with having to, how many having to close the doors of their businesses, and people have lost their jobs, but right now is, again, I wanted to have you on again because you've been with us before, but, to give people maybe a glimpse of the fact that they don't necessarily have to call it quits right now, and that's what it's all about. I'm saying, don't give up. Don't give up. There may still be a way for you to keep the existing business that you have, but if you do have to start something new, Roosevelt, talking to Roosevelt may be just what is keeps you able to move forward. So, thanks again for being with us, Roosevelt.
thanks for having me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These are trying times right now. Capital is at a premium, um, but what we do, we make sure that you can continue on. Um, it's not the time to quit. Um,
Right.
no, it's not the time to quit. It's time to morph or reinvent yourself. It's kind of like the sunrise. The sun comes up every morning. Different times, different locations in the world, it looks different ways, but it comes up and it goes down at night. But it does what it has to do during the day to provide the sunshine that we love and need. So that should be you,
Right.
and we help you do that.
Yeah, what better time right now, cuz we all know that necessity is the mother of invention, and what better necessity to this. We've all heard people use the terms pivot, these other terms for what they've had to do. But let's say we're going to be innovative. We're going to use our curiosity and imagination to really uncover the opportunities that may still lie ahead for us that we haven't uncovered yet. So that's what I'm going to say for this for now. So share with us, Roosevelt, what led you to become the expert in the world of business funding right now.
Well, I lived it actually. With like, as with COVID, people were losing. They're losing the things that they built all their life. There's some people have dreams that that became nightmares, and so it was like me. I was living the American dream. Okay, and then it went all of a sudden into the American nightmare. And so I went, back in 2008. I lost everything. 2008 during the first financial crisis, and built it back up in 2012, 13. We had another financial crisis, and so a friend of mine, just keep making a long story short. A friend of mine introduced me to the insurance industry, which is part of the money industry, and and we're talking about commercial insurance and life insurance as well. But that put me in, got me back on my feet, and I got a loan from one of the funding companies that I didn't even know because the banks were laughing at me so hard. I thought I should become a comedian. Talk about
Wow.
pivoting, right? But and so I got into the industry, and being that it helped me, I started helping other people, and I saw how necessary. I didn't know that there were funding companies other than the bank. Just like most of your clients here, your audience doesn't know that there are
Right.
alternative capital companies out there. So it helped me, and I was able to re, re, rebuild myself and build a business that has taken me further than I ever thought I would be, because I'm helping businesses to stay in business by providing the capital that they need to do that. And so that's how I got in there, and I haven't looked back since.
Fantastic, fantastic. And again, this is a great time for this message to be going back out. It is um never don't quit. Don't quit. And so we want to be able to share some information that may help you get past certain points that you may be stuck. So look at this. So what Roosevelt, is it that business owners struggle with the most when they're getting capital?
Um, well, in my experience, clients come to me and they're first of all, they don't have a plan. They didn't have a plan B. Okay, they didn't have. So, and with that is, so as soon as something happened, they try to take care of it themselves. Okay, not knowing that they're not alone. And so I give you an analogy of an ant story. Okay, when I was younger, I was playing baseball and ran back and caught this fantastic catch, and I was doing the victory dance and everything. And then all of a sudden, I felt something on my leg, and I just wiped it away. And it's just like in the business. There's something that's stopping because you're doing so good, and it's something that's an obstacle. You just take care of it.
Right.
Okay, okay, and then so I'm still there dancing. Then I feel the first bite. Okay, and I smack it and wipe it away. Okay, and then I smack it again. But there are two bites because that
Oh,
bite just caused another bite. So like a business, you're there, and so you just try to take care of it all, and then you go into your savings, and you try to take care of it, and then after a while, all the ants start biting me all over, and I was like, help, help! The ants are biting me all over, right? Run around. So my friends and my family are coming to help me, but they can only help so much, okay? Because they know what the ants could do. They've been bitten before.
right.
So then I had to run home to my mom. Okay, so if the friends and families can help, then you go to the big bank. So you go to another source, and then that source can or cannot help you. But that's where we come in. So trying to do it all by themselves, not having a plan B, and when they go into the banks, all they can say is that I need a loan. I need help. What? Why do you need it? How did you get in this situation? Things like that. So they don't have. All they know is they're in panic mode and they need help.
Right.
And that's the main problem, because the banks see you as a risk versus an opportunity for growth for them. So those are the main reasons. You don't have a plan B. You go in when you need the money, and you're a risk at that point. So
Right, right. Yeah, it's giving a different perspective and letting us see it through like your eyes, because you needed this. So and
right,
now you're able to provide it. So you can talk to people from the customer side of it, because you
right.
can explain it that way.
And
Wonderful.
the thing just on a short scale. When I was going through it, okay, um, and the reason you panic is because you can't pay your bills, or you can't pay the people that depend on you, and they can't provide for their families, and so you have nothing. So you feel like you have nothing that you can fall back on, and you start to feel like what you're doing is going to die. Then you think about all the people that that
That
that
count
count
on
on
you.
you.
Yeah. That
Okay, and
count.
then you go into panic mode, and you would accept anything to keep that from happening. And so, with $37.67 in my hand in the back of my car, when it got to that point, I had to make a decision.
Wow.
Okay, it is either put gas in my car or go into this place, this Goodwill, and buy a tie and a jacket and go back into corporate America. And that's what I decided to do because people depended on me. But fortunately, a friend of mine was there to redirect me. So people said, "Well, I'm gonna put it in God's hand, and God's gonna guide me." So you have to be open to the blessings and the opportunity that God puts in front of you when you think you're at your wits end, when you got nothing else left. You have to listen. Okay, stop thinking outside of God's box. You have to think within that circle of love. And so I listened because before that, I was doing so good. What? You want me to sell insurance? What? You want me to do that? Man, I'm doing great. So you disregarded. So yes, yeah, that there you go. Be
Exactly.
open. Yeah,
Exactly. Be open because, again, opportunities are out there. They may not have revealed themselves to you yet.
right.
And
Mm-hmm.
some things, people that you already know can be of an assistance to you or guidance to you, but they don't
Right,
know that you need it until they ask you for it.
right.
So
Mm-hmm.
really thinking of all these things. So just, take a step back and listen to what we're sharing with you guys today, because it is a possibility that you don't have to close the doors of your business.
Mm-hmm.
It's a possibility that if you already have had to and had to let employees go, that you may be able to find another way to either reopen that or start something
Mm-hmm.
anew. So just
Absolutely.
keeping your hearts and minds open, listening to what we're sharing with you today.
Right.
So Roosevelt, what steps can a business owner take to acquire capital from a source?
Um, well, first of all, do it. Find this. Don't be afraid because fear will stop you every time.
Right.
Fear will kill you. These people dying of fear. Yeah. Okay. Fear will kill you. But actually, fear is just false evidence appearing real. Okay. So you have to push through it. Haven't you ever, you did something wrong and then you thought, oh man, I'm gonna get a whooping, and you imagine that whooping that you're gonna get, and so you decide not to tell because you're thinking about the whooping. You're gonna get it anyway because you did what did you do. So go and push through it, okay? Because when you come to us, okay, we're not gonna hold back. We're gonna tell you exactly where the situation is, and then you have to just swallow it. Put on your big boy pants or put on your granny pants or whatever, and then swallow it, take it, learn from it, okay, and then do the things, take the steps that's necessary to move on. I remember sitting in the banker's office myself, feeling like this,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but everything that they said was correct. They educated him instead of sending me out the door. Not the banks that laughed me out the door, but the funding source to help me. Okay. But the things you need to do is just be open, be ready to redirect, start strong, okay, have all your paperwork in order. Know what you're going to do with the money because nobody wants to. You can't ask your friend, hey, let me borrow $100. Why do you need it? Oh man, I just need it. Don't worry about it. Just give me the money. No,
Right.
nobody got time for that. They want to know that their money is going to be safe and secure, and they're going to get it back. And you need to know what you're going to do with the money. So if I know what you're going to do with the money, I feel secure that you're going to take it and it's going to make you money, then I give you money.
Right.
But if I think you're going to use it on something that's not going to make you money, then I'm not
Forget
going to
it.
give you.
Right.
So that's what you need to think about. And also, when you ask for money, I'm just going to add this in there.
Yes.
Make sure that the cost of the money is less than what the money's going to do for you. So if you're going to borrow 100,000, we'll say, and it's going to cost you 150,000 to get for it, but you're going to make 400,000, it's a no-brainer. Take
Right.
the money. But if you're gonna borrow 100,000, it ain't gonna do nothing for you. You're gonna lose money. You're just gonna break even.
Right.
Go somewhere else. Make it happen. Okay.
Right.
But that doesn't. So the cost of the money has to be less than what you're gonna make. So know that what you're asking for is gonna make you money. Okay, it makes you tons of money. All right. So
Fantastic. And what great tips to share there. So it is having your ducks in a row, having your plans all put together, and having all the paperwork you need to be able to supply to the officer that you're going to for the funding. And you have certain things I know that you require, Roosevelt, for people to bring to you with that. So it's not just about loaning the money, right?
No, no, it's not just about loaning the money. It's about education. Okay. All right. Because we need you to be successful and not go in and do the exact same thing that you did to get to where you were right now.
Right.
So we have an education program. We have credit university. It helps you to 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 clear and build your credit back up so that you'll be in a better situation next time. So once you walk into any other financial institution, they'll gladly give you the money because your credit, which is the first thing, will be solid. Then we have a business acceleration program that teaches you, new businesses and old alike, how to start, build, build their credit, build their business credit, and build their business so that you this would be a moment when you came to borrow money. It should be something you talk to your kids about so that they won't do it again.
Right.
Right. It's all designed to keep you in business because our motto is our goals are to help small businesses to stay in business because we know that small business are the foundation of the United States and the world because nothing happens until a sale is done, and small businesses are the beginning of that.
For sure. And, that is for sure. Certainly, because if the small businesses and communities aren't keeping going and keeping people employed and moving product and that money staying within communities, that's the big piece that holds this whole, U.S. together.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Commerce
Fantastic.
is key. And if you're a small business, like during this pandemic, we had a lot of internet companies start up, the online businesses, selling things on Amazon, those stores and things like that. A lot of people changed to that, okay, and that became a marketplace. And selling things like, you know, um, hair clips. I have a young lady borrowed $25,000 to for that business because we loan to those because we know that market is solid right now because nobody's going outside the home and they're working from home, and so toilet paper, big thing, okay, uh, because something like a hair clip can make you $150,000, okay, and one is because the sales done. People need that. People don't think about that,
Right.
and it's good. So yeah,
Awesome.
so
Awesome.
just do it.
So Roosevelt, what are some things that a business can do to be more accessible to funding?
Okay. All right. So first of all, know what you're doing. Have your paperwork in order. Okay, and we're not talking, uh, large sheets of accounting sheets and things like that. But you have to know what you have to have something on paper to know. So we'll know that you're legitimate because we're going to do our due diligence. We're not just going to give you the money
Right.
because you don't give out money yourself.
Right.
So make sure you have your paperwork in order, have all your licenses, have your account in order. Okay, four things you need, and even just to start, but to get back into it, your business licenses, your everything that the state needs. Okay, EIN number, your checking account, and have an accountant. And I say, have a coach or mentor. Jordan had a coach. That's why he became the greatest. Kobe had a coach. That's why he became who's Tom Brady. He
Right.
had a coach. That's how he became the greatest. So nobody gets. We got a lot of people on the parking lots and school grounds who are good at basketball. They don't have a coach. In your business, get somebody within your business who knows your business who can help you to make sure you don't continue to make the mistakes that you made before to get you where you were. So those four things, even if you are already in business, you think you know everything. You already know you don't because something got you to where you are right now. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm being a little harsh, but you got to be harsh because when you come to ask for money from me, I'm going to be real with you.
Right.
And you need to be real with me because if you get caught, on the other side, you're not going to get it. So be honest.
Right.
Okay. And, all right. Just be honest. Because if you hold something back, no matter how small, the banks will say no, and you'll never be able to go back in their doors.
Right.
Okay. So they have to trust
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for all these great tips for everyone. So Roosevelt, again, I had you on the show before. I'm having you back because people do need to hear this message. They do know it's not, don't give up. Don't ever give up. You know, find you can find a way to move forward in your business. Maybe to be able to keep your doors open, maybe to keep people employed. If you can't do that, or if that's already if things have already closed down, you may still be able to find a way to um, and we've used the word pivot, but innovate and made changes to the business that you had previously to have something else start up. Or as I tell clients, my clients, if you have had a dream or in your past that keeps coming back to you, whether it was what you wanted to do when you grew up, when you were a child, or something that's just becoming into your mind now when you're seeing all the different opportunities that this pandemic has created, because it has opened up a whole nother world of things that potentially could make businesses very successful. So really think about those things. Have your curiosity be greater than your fear. Just think about what the potentials are that still lie out there and the opportunities. So, um, that's why I wanted to have you back on, Roosevelt. And so, do you have any gifts that you'd like to give our listeners or viewers at this time?
Oh, absolutely. It's the Christmas season and everything. Yeah, of course. um, yeah, so if you, what I'm going to provide is the three C's of funding needs. Okay, cash, credit, and capital. Within this manual, I'm going to provide to you how to start and how to manage yourself so that you can clear your credit, find sources of capital, and manage your your cash so that you can, not be in this situation before. And also, in my book, the 90-10 rule to funding is coming out shortly. I'm going to provide you the first chapter of that book. That'll get you managing, get the juices flowing. And you can text fund me FUNDME. That's one word to 26786. That's fund me to 26786, and that will get you also a free 15-minute consultation. So you can ask me any question that you need to ask me. So you can going forward. All right, and that 15 minutes would be free. Beyond that, now, okay. All right, so that's for you guys. All right.
Yes, and wonderful. And just to make everyone aware, Roosevelt is located in Miami. He works
Mm-hmm.
with clients all over the US and some international clients as well. So he can do things with you via Zoom meeting. So I just wanted to put that out there and make you aware that, even if you don't know of anybody local to you, or banks have said no to you, definitely reach out to Roosevelt and his company to see if they can help you move forward.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because everything is customized to you. So wherever you are in the world, don't do not contact me, because in most cases, the worst thing that can happen if nothing changes. But we always make sure that you have a process that you can use, or another source, in your country that you can go to for funding. So we're here for you. We got something for you. Okay.
Wonderful. And for anyone who wants to find out more about me, you can go to patriciajogrover.com, and you can text the word goal, GOAL, to 866-926-4020. I have there for you the 7 steps to goal achievement. Now, in that, what better time than here we are finishing up 2020? We're going to leave that in the rearview mirror, and we want to be able to say, 2021, here I come. So, for me to help with this, I have 3 assignments in the 7 steps for you to complete, because when you do that, then I can sit down with you and do the an hour consultation and help you put together your foundation So you have to have a strong foundation if you're going to build something upon that, something, that is going to move you forward. And so I will help you put together that strong foundation so that you can make 2021 be the best for you. So
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful. And thank you for being with us. And thanks for being on again, Roosevelt. I have a little video to show everybody. And until next time, have a wonderful day.